Hey everybody, welcome back to another update on the Delta Flyer. I'm almost finished with the interior. Just got to finish the back cabin. These aren't glued in yet. I still got to glue these on, and I still have to paint the ceiling and paint this part of the ceiling. But the next step I'm going to do here is get these glued in, and as you can see, the decals are on, and this piece here, this dark brown piece, is actually molded in clear. So what I ended up doing with the decals is, once I put them boxes in, it gave me quite the hot spot, so I ended up just taking some flat white paint and brushing on, and then put the decal on. That's why they look more vibrant than the ones in the front. But when they're lit up, they look pretty good. There's no hot spot. Plug one in for you. See, it kind of lit up there. There we go. Camera kind of washes it out, as you know. There's really no hot spot in person. Even got the LEDs in the top done, so when it's dark like that, they look like that. I'll do the other side for you as well. Here's the other side. And got the LEDs in the top that shine down, and it gives it the right amount of light that I like. And these here. I did do something a little different on these decals. That these black ones here, when I first put the decal on, they looked more brown than they did black, and I wasn't happy with that. So what I did is, I had extra, when I got the decals, I scanned them on my computer and printed some out. So I took the ones that I scanned and printed out, and I cut it out, and I actually put it over the decal that I already had down, so now they look black and they look correct. I did it on that side, I did it for this one, and I did it for this one here, and I did it for the decals that are in the back here, and this is already glued in. As far as the bio bed goes, I'm not sure that I'm gonna actually, I'm not sure if I want to have it out or in. Let me put it together for you real quick. And when you put it out like that, I mean, that's what it looks like. And it takes up quite a bit of room if you leave it out. So I'm not sure that I want to leave it out or not, being that I'm going to have this displayed kind of like it's in the shuttle bay. I don't think you'd really have the bio bed out, but I do have this figure of Neelix that Keith sent me over at Cosmic Scale Models. Now he's got his arms crossed and everything. I mean, he lays on there perfect, and I could put him on there. So I don't know if I'm going to put it out or not. If I do put it out, move these so I don't keep hitting them. I'm going to run a wire down this side and a wire down this side, and I actually have this fabric material that I got. I'm building the fan home kit from Knight Rider, and this is actually a door panel piece they give you, and I used an aftermarket panel for that, so I thought about putting this on it, and then it would actually hide the wires on the side and give it a nice look, so it's just not painted look. So if I do pull it, leave it out, then I can just use that. There is a decal that goes on here with an LED, so I'll be able to put an LED up in there because it's hollow. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that yet or not. I don't remember in my last update because I haven't gone back and looked. But Keith over his Cosmic Scale Models, and I really do appreciate it, and I thank you very much, gave me this control console that I'm going to use in a shuttle bay, and I think I'm going to have the wires coming, because it's all going to come down to 2 wires, because everything's, when I turn everything on, it's going to be, everything will turn on and light. So I thought about just making 2 wires come into this here, cover it like with a piece of conduit, and then I've got this remote control set up from Evans Design, and you got to put a sensor in it. So I might just like maybe put the sensor back in here somewhere, and then I can just use a remote and turn it on and off. But this is the console, and it's pretty good. I mean, and it's got the decals that go with it. And it actually has decals. The decals for it are actually for the Delta Flyer itself. So, like I said, I don't know if I showed this in my last episode or not, but I do want to give Keith a big shout out for sending me that. I asked him to print me one in a 32nd scale and was wanting to let me know the price, and he said he'd let me know the price, and then the next thing I know, I got it here. So he's a sneaky little dude, but he is very, very nice, and I really do appreciate it. I don't know how many figures I'm going to put in it yet. I'm still undecided on that. That's going to be one of the last things I do. I mean, I'll have to put some in here if I'm going to be putting any in here before I button up the shuttle bay, or buttoning up the interior. But that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I'm going to get ready and I'm going to glue these in, and then I'm going to paint the ceiling, and I'm going to paint the ceiling with the all-clad dark aluminum. That's what I'm going to paint the ceiling. And the ceiling will be the last thing I put in, because there's actually lights that go into the ceiling. There's 3 sets of lights that can go in the ceiling, and you also get these cutouts here to help diffuse the light. I've pretty much got all the other pieces painted. I got this piece here painted, and it actually goes into the back, and it sits down here in the bottom. And I've still undecided on whether or not I'm going to put the door in the front cabin. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not. I mean, this doorway here, you're not going to see anything except for looking straight ahead when you look in there. One thing about putting the bio bed out, if I put the bio bed out, you're not going to see the decal that's over here on this side when you look in there. So I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to use it or not. That'll be one of the last things I decide before I button up the interior. So I think that is it, guys. For now, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get ready and get these glued in and let them set up overnight. I'm gonna get this roof ceiling painted and let that set up and cure overnight. And while I'm waiting on this stuff to cure and everything, I think I'm gonna move on and might work on the Gizmo and the Gremlin I printed out a while back. If I get that started and get it done, I think I might take it to Wonderfest with me too, because I think the director is going to be there this year, and I like to see if I can't get him to sign it. Rick Sternbach is going to be there again this year, and since he's the designer of the Delta Flyer, I want to see if he'll sign the Delta Flyer when I take it down. And I am still on track to get this done by Wonderfest, because I'll have the interior done within the next day or two, and as long as I'm able to get this done, and then I can concentrate on doing the exterior, because there's quite a bit of work that has to be done on the exterior as well. So, but that gives me a month to do the exterior. So guys, thanks for watching, thanks for subbing. Leave your questions, comments, suggestions as always. And until next time, guys, be safe out there, and we'll see you next time.